For a few hours yesterday, I sat around a room with 25 Muslim, Jewish, and Christian community leaders and talked about the events of the last 13 days. It was, as everything is right now, hard for all of us. And also, for the first time since the attacks, it gave me a glimmer of hope, something that I think has been elusive for all of us these last weeks. I was in a room with people whose faiths and ethnic backgrounds and upbringings and histories and perspectives and opinions differed greatly from mine, and some that were more shared. 25 of us stepped into this fraught and impossible moment, and we heard each other. We listened to each other's pain, witnessed each other's tears, heard each other's stories. We created a sacred space where we could say what we needed to say and hear what other people needed to say, no matter how hard. I was in a room of people who leaned in this moment, who chose to show up knowing it would be hard because we felt we'd worked too hard to build these relationships for so long to have it all now be for nothing, for it all to suddenly fall apart. We need each other. I want to lift up a few things that were shared in that space that echo what I've heard from so many of you these last couple of weeks. I heard people say yesterday, "Who cares when we die? Or how we die? Or if we die? Does it matter to anyone? We feel so alone and afraid. Does anyone care when we die? Have we lost all our humanity? Can we not see ourselves in each other? Can we not see our children in the children killed in Israel and Gaza, numbers rising and rising?" I heard people say, this is a moment where we're seeing the impact of generations of unprocessed trauma, where we're feeling that trauma in our bodies in ways we couldn't have predicted, where we're so exhausted, we're struggling to just make it through the day. And I heard people say indignantly, we did not even get Shiva. We did not even get Shiva. There was no time for quiet, personal, in-your-house protected grief. There was no intimate time for disengaging from the world, for sitting on the ground, for being fed by your community, for not going to work and school and the grocery store and the dance rehearsal and the birthday party and the dentist appointment, for going inward, for getting quiet, for letting the tears flow and feeling held and seen and safe, for taking a minute to recalibrate, to try to grasp what happened, to get our bearings a little. We didn't get any of that. Instead, we just had immediate reactions and responses everywhere we looked, an urgent and overwhelming feeling that we needed to catch up on the news as quickly as we could and spring into action, whatever that even meant. That we needed to post the right thing on social media, but do it now, no time to waste. We needed to defend ourselves, jump to reacting, engaging, being back out in the world, to race from the first moments of grief instantly back into the ocean of the world's grief. We did not even get Shiva. As we reach the 2-week marker post-attacks, and as violence continues to rage in Gaza, we're all still back out in the world, in the ocean of the world's grief. Running, racing, stumbling, but to where we really aren't sure. We're seeking clarity, answers, a way forward, a solution, peace, safety, all of which feel unattainable. And what I was shown with such grace yesterday, sitting around a table with 25 other Jews and Muslims and Christians, was that in some ways, in this impossible moment, we are not alone. In some ways, our grief and horror and trauma and fear and confusion and uncertainty are shared, are linked with each other's. I was shown that there are people in our community and others around this city who are willing to lean in, to sit together in the discomfort of this all-encompassing nightmare, to hold space for each other's truths, to beg, see me, know me, feel my pain, and for no one to leave the room until that has been done. As we all gather in this room together tonight, I wish that for all of us, a chance to sit face to face and lean into whatever may come, to see and be seen, to feel each other's pain. May this be a Shabbat of peace for all of us. Shabbat Shalom.